You're watching the Sega Driven YouTube channel, and it's back to our Christmas Sage 2023 coverage. In this video we're taking a look at Sonic Blast Next, developed by Sharb. Now isn't this a cool little idea? So the goal of this project is to completely revamp Sonic Blast from being a very limited and screen-crushed portable title for the Game Gear, but expand the resolution and make it a lot more readable thanks to the increased resolution, but also make it play more like a traditional 16-bit Sonic game and just make the whole experience feel a lot more like what you'd expect from a 2D Sonic game, but keeping a lot of the things that make Sonic Blast special. The main one being its aesthetic choice, so we are still looking at a completely pre-rendered, digitised Sonic the Hedgehog game here, very much in the style of Donkey Kong Country, which was, you know, exactly like Sonic Blast was on the Game Gear itself. But this time, yeah, like I say, it's a lot more playable thanks to the fact they have increased the screen real estate so that you can see a lot more and it doesn't feel so cramped to play, and as a result it's a lot more enjoyable. It's a really good time. I really like the visuals. I think they've absolutely nailed that 90s pre-rendered digitized look just perfectly with the sort of plasticky looking character models. It's a really, really good looking game and it's so consistent throughout the entire thing. Yeah, just a lot of detail, a lot of really lush visuals, a lot of colour, and yeah, I really like the silly sort of 90s looking character models that just really nail that sort of pre-rendered look down. But yeah, I really like the stage design as well. I think there's a nice mix of platforming and speed. I'd say maybe it's missing a few of the quirks of Sonic Blast that make it feel like Sonic Blast. So, for example, I didn't notice a lot of water that you can skip over as Sonic when you're in a ball, which is, you know, something that happens quite a lot in Sonic Blast. And I also didn't notice a lot of pipes as well. There's a lot of, in the first stage in particular, there's a lot of pipes that you travel through that give you a little burst of speed and stuff. But yeah, they're not featured for whatever reason in this one act. You get two playable characters in the form of Sonic and Knuckles, very much like Sonic Blast. They've enhanced Sonic somewhat, so now when you do the double jump, it actually activates a drop dash, meaning you can actually charge that in the air. So if you continue to press the jump button while you're in the air, you will actually charge up the drop dash, so you can increase the speed when you hit the ground. I'm not entirely sure I'm too keen on that. I'd like to be able to choose between using the double jump and the drop dash and not having them both combined onto one button. So you have better control when you hit the ground off a double jump, because having to always sort of, you know, hit the ground and shoot off with a lot of speed means that, yeah, you don't really have an awful lot of control during platforming. So it would have been nice to, if maybe you could, you know, put the drop dash on one button and the double jump on another button, just to make things a little bit more accessible so that you can choose whether you want to do precise platforming or, you know, burst off with a load of speed when you hit the ground. But that's a minor complaint in the grand scheme of things. Knuckles doesn't really have any additional abilities, he's just got his gliding and climbing as expected. But yeah, it controls really well. I really like the stage design, love the way it looks. You can tell there's still some placeholder stuff in here, like music in particular. They're still using some of the original Sonic Blast soundtrack for some of the themes. But obviously that will change with time as this develops. And I really hope it continues to develop, because I really, really like this first showing already. I think it's a really, really fun little demo. And when I say little, I do mean little, because unfortunately it is a single act with a mid-level boss at the end. So yeah, not a complete two-act stage yet, unfortunately. But yeah, I definitely want to see more of this, because I think it shows a lot of promise. I really like what they're going for, and it's just exciting to see games like Sonic Blast, which are not incredibly well liked, get, you know, a second lease on life, because this basically just improves a lot of the things that really make that game just quite difficult to play and enjoy. So yeah, I'm really excited about this. I really want to see more. A great first showing with some minor tweaks that could be adjusted in a future release.